for today, oh, I don't have my watch. It's charging right now. I'm gonna walk Derek to school, then I'm gonna come back because it's my laundry day today. And also, we are covering the video all about Vinted because I might forget all the details, the stuff that I want to say about Vinted, and why I am focusing more on Poshmark at the moment. So yeah, so laundry, while we're waiting for laundry, I'm gonna do that video all about Vinted, and I'll be photographing more items for my 5 items, of course, and maybe more than 5 items, so I could spread out this week, so I don't have to worry photographing like 5 items a day. So maybe I'll just photograph at least 15 items, then just post 5 items per day. So that sounds good. And oh, why don't I just post it all at once in one day? I'm working on my consistency. That's the answer for that. So yeah, I'm trying to be more consistent, posting some items per day, like every single day. So yeah, anyways, yeah, I'll be walking Derek to school and I'll be right back.
I'm walking to school because it's nice weather.
I like that sound.
Huh?
The birds. You can hear them.
Oh, there's a tree over there.
I'm a schoolgirl.
Yeah, you're having a purse and a backpack. You have my backpack, Eric. Is it yours now? No, it's mine now.
Yeah, I'm going to school now.
No, I'm a kid. Plus, I'm holding plus, I'm the cameraman.
Okay, bye.
Bye. I'm good. Mommy is gonna drop me off.
Hi guys. So finally we are doing this video all about Vinted. I haven't really used the selling platform for that long. I only started cross-listing my some of my Poshmark items to Vinted, and I only got 1 sale so far. Yeah, I started using Vinted last month. Just, you know, curiosity, I guess, cross-listing and just widening my, you know, like horizon, not putting like all the eggs in one basket, if you guys know what I mean. And also Poshmark is having some wonky face right now, so you know, I'm curious in like cross-listing and putting some items in different selling platform. So I have pros and cons when it comes to Vinted. Like I've said, I haven't used it, the selling platform, for that long, so I really cannot say much on it yet. But for sure, I already have stuff to say about Vinted. So just for background sake, Vinted Canada is launched here in Canada May 25 of 2021. Not that long. It's gonna be only 1 year here in Canada this month, May 25 of 2022. So wow. But Vinted started in Europe in 2008. So I'm going to link this YouTube video of Shirley Howard. She's a reseller from Canada. She explains more things about Vinted and other selling platform as well. She have videos about Poshmark. Yeah, she's a reseller, she's a thrifter. So yeah, if you want more information about Vinted, you should watch her video. I'm going to link her video about Vinted on my description box for you guys. So let's talk about pros first and then cons, because I guess the cons, I have not long list, but I have more cons than pros. So pros is free app, of course, like Poshmark is free app as well, but yeah, it's easy to use, easy to navigate, easy to you know, like put listings. It's very straightforward. There's no fees on Vinted on like putting listings. Pros as well is you can get full price of your asking price. The buyer is actually paying the $1.10 for that buyer protection, and also additional 5% on top of, you know, the item price. So yeah, I think that one is the tax though, the 5%. I'm not sure what is that 5% is, but the $1.10 is the buyer protection. So that is a pro for a seller, because the buyer is the one paying for those fees. So technically you will get the full asking price. So for me, that's a pro. Another pro is more option in shipping. I like that. Canada Post is the default, so you can't really take that off the list of your shipping option, but you can choose UPS and Purelator. I only choose UPS because there's a UPS near me that I know of. Purelator, I'm not sure which is the nearest Purelator near me. I like the UPS because they're having a UPS and Purelator. They're having a like a promotion going on. Like end of June, they're having $2.99 shipping, but you have to pick up in the store, like UPS store or pickup point. They call it pickup point. So they're not gonna ship it out to the buyer's house or their mailbox. They are going to pick it up in the pickup point, the nearest UPS or Purelator. And we're gonna talk about that because there's a con for that, okay? And speaking of con, we're gonna start with the cons, because right now that's all my pros right now. Like I've said, I don't know if I'm explaining this like really, but this is my experience with Vinted. Like I've said, I only have one sale since I started listing on Vinted. Cons that I'm going to talk about is, and it's the most annoying thing ever for me, because I use this a lot on Poshmark, is whenever I have an item that I don't know how to price, I always go to search for the sold comps. It's not the listings that it's available right now for sale, but I want to see the sold comps. And there's no way of searching that item on Vinted. Like I want to search something like Lululemon items. I want to know how much they got sold, but I can't search that off Vinted unless you go to a specific Vinted user that have those items that it's marked like sold. But there's no easy way really to search sold comps on Vinted. And yeah, that's my first con for me. And the second one is I know this one is, they don't allow this like all selling platform. I'm surprised that Poshmark allow some brands to use stock photos. It's very controversial actually with this thing, but it's a con for me. There's a certain item that really needs a model picture, a stock photo picture. It doesn't look good when it's just hanging on the on the hanger or on like mannequin. It doesn't really look good. It looks good when it's like you know, somebody, you can see it in a person, like in a model. So to me, that's a con if I can't use stock photos. Posted one Lululemon item, and I got my item got blocked because I used a stock photo, and also some Anthropologie that I posted, it was blocked. And so yeah, actually they block it before I get the email a couple days later, and I already deleted it and reposted without the stock photo. If you are repeat offense for these kinds of things like using stock photos, they will block your whole closet without even emailing you or letting you know why you got blocked from that selling platform, which is, I think it's the same way as when you're violating something of different selling platform, like for example eBay or Facebook Marketplace. They can actually suspend you from using the marketplace. So it's similar. I think the last con that I have, and then we're gonna go to the question and answer, and I think this is crazy, and I think Shirley Howard, the YouTuber that I told you guys about, was the one who was like telling this, and I heard it from someone too, that Vinted, they don't actually allowing resellers, which is crazy. Like, how do they know? How will Vinted know if you're a reseller or not? Like, I don't know. Maybe there's like a Vinted police, a Vinted like admin who actually sift through all the sellers who are posting 100 items a day or posting 50 new with tags items or 100 items with, I don't know, like the same thing. So that being said, you cannot sell anything for profit. So it has to be, they want you to sell like for your like personal closet, like stuff lying around the house or things like that, but not for resale. So I don't know how they do it. My advice is, maybe if you are a reseller, don't post a lot in a day. Maybe spread it out. Maybe post 10 times a day. Maybe post 5 times a day. Not 100 a day, because that's kind of obvious, right? So yeah, but that's crazy. I mean why? Yeah, some resellers, this is their gig. This is how they make money. This is how, it's a job. Like, I don't know, like, to me that's just crazy. And when I heard that though, I kind of lost interest, because they really, I don't know, like they don't have the kind of like something like Poshmark, like community. They don't have that on Vinted. So yeah, I post less things now and just focusing more on Poshmark. I know Poshmark is kind of wonky lately, but I have more pros of all the selling platform right now that I've been cross-listing. Even Depop, I find that Poshmark is the way to go for me. That's just me. That's my opinion. And eBay is good, but it's so hard to post on eBay unless your item is like very rare. The item is in demand, and yeah, something like one of a kind that people really is looking for. That's good to post on eBay. But there's a certain things like clothing items that it's not really worth your time posting on eBay. That's my take on that. But yeah, Okay, so I have questions. I have a couple questions, and it's not really long to talk about. Somebody asked, what is bump means on Vinted? I searched this up because Vinted Canada is different from Vinted in the US or Vinted anywhere else. But bump though, because there's some, it's the same thing on Amazon or eBay, but they call it different. It's not bump, but some kind of like a promotion, but it's not free. You have to pay for that service, or to avail that option is bumping your item. It's like an automated feature that allows more visibility for your items you are selling, so it gets more exposure to people, a potential buyer. So but you have to pay for this, like I've said. Unfortunately, this bump feature on Vinted Canada is not available. I don't see any bump option or buying bump option on my Vinted app at the moment, so I don't know. But I searched it up, and it does exist, but not in Canada. So okay, so how to get your funds on Vinted. This is why I postponed this video, because my first sale from the buyer it took her so long to pick up her item in her UPS pickup point. So it arrives already. I can see it on the tracking, because you can track once you drop off the item. So she didn't pick it up like almost a week from UPS. It even like emailed me like, oh yeah, it's reaching the maximum amount of days to get pickup, and then there's probably I don't know how many days that it has to be, probably a month, and then they will send it back to you if the buyer didn't pick up at all. But luckily, after a week, she picked up the item. So she picked up the item April 18, and then April 21, it was automatically deposited directly to my bank account. So in order to get your funds, you have to enter your bank account information, your address, your name that you're using. I guess did it ask for address? I think it did ask for address, but make sure that you have your recent or your banking information that you use, so you get paid from that. So the difference between the Poshmark, getting your funds off Poshmark, is you could actually accumulate your Poshmark earnings, right? And then you could choose how much you can transfer to your bank account. It doesn't it's different on Vinted. Once the seller accept the item, it will automatically go to your bank account that you're using, or that you put in your input on Vinted. So whether it's $5, whether it's $10, it will go to your account, in your bank account. So you can't really accumulate and then use it for kind of like a Poshmark credit. You can use it to buy items on Vinted. No, you can't do that. But yeah, I haven't bought anything off Vinted, so I don't know how it works. I guess it will just take out, you can use credit card or whatever. Probably same thing if you buy something off online, you could use, I'm not sure if they could accept PayPal, but maybe just credit card or whatnot that you're using. So yeah, that's it, my experience of Vinted. Should I continue using Vinted? Maybe cross-listing some lower items off Vinted. But yeah, I'm still gonna put some stuff there, but I'm not gonna be 100% focusing on that when it comes to reselling. I'm gonna be focusing more on Poshmark. So yeah, I hope I answered your Vinted questions. Like I've said, you have to watch Shirley Howard's YouTube video about Vinted, because it's very informative, and she have more information about Vinted. So yeah, I hope you guys learn something from my experience on Vinted. So yeah, have a good day.